Hi peeps, Carrot Sophia here and my squeaky chair. And here we are at my palace, which doesn't really look much different. I've gotten, where's my fisty? There's my fisty. I've gotten a little bit done here, not very much yet. I need to make some progress on the garden. And the one thing which in some ways isn't very impressive, but I have closed in the first level of the basement and gotten the walls and floors done. So not, I mean, it's sort of impressive, but it was mostly just tedious to do. But anyways, the first project we are going to do here is
ending tyranny.
Eek! Ending tyranny? No. This is the season of tyranny. We are going to tyrannize something new. No. Come here. I'll show you. I will show you. Where is this? Oh, giggle. We want to go to y equals 17. All right. So we're going to peek in here. And we're going to see the next thing I'm going to tyrannize. Bees! I'm going to tyrannize bees. I'm going to make a honey farm. So we have a bunch of bees prepped here named Flower. They're all named Flower.
Bee tyranny.
Eek! Yes, bee tyranny. Why are they all named Flower? Well, they're all named Flower just because it was easier to name the name tags, to name them all the same. And here we are. I have some flowers and some beehives and some grass blocks. Now, I don't have any of the redstone stuff, and I don't have any torches. And this might be spawnable. I should go get some more torches. Anyways, and I haven't dug anything out yet, as you can see, but this is going to be the first project. Now, I've chosen a style. Eek. Mostly, I'm lazy. So the style I've chosen is Zach's from last season. Except I need it to look like, let's see. Fisty. Yes, I can do Minecraft controls. All right. I need it to kind of, excuse me, bees. Polish down. I know this looks really boring, but I mean, we're down in the basement. Nobody cares what stuff looks like down in the basement. It's not a show place like Zach's was. So I'm going to clear out next to it here. And probably up a little bit. I wonder how awkward it would be to move the floor for the sheep farm. To bring it up to 17. You know, that would probably be really easy, and then just have a stairway here that goes down to where these boxes are, as opposed to one that goes up to where the... And yeah, I turned the farm back on. I put the redstone back so that I'm regathering stuff because I'm not overflowing it. Well, I mean overflowing. Yeah, these are all pretty full. Not quite. Orange, I've taken a couple of orange. But anyways, bees. Yes, I am going to do bees. I'm going to make my bee farm. And the first step is to figure out how much space I need. So I'm going to go figure out how much space I need, and then I'm going to dig. Yes. Time skip. Okay, I've cleared out enough here so we can kind of at least see where things are in relation to each other. And it's just awkward. Here's Fisty. So here's my bank of elevators that come down, and Y17 here, or Y equals 7 down below. And the sheep farm actually predated that. And it's just at an awkward height for either getting the drops or for adding more. Oh, it looks like I kind of need to add more. Ooh, I need to add a whole lot more. I'm running out. I've run out of well, I'm not going to get any more. Shears, that's the word I was looking for. I've run out of shears, so I might as well turn off all the redstone because I'm not going to get any more cuts out of this stuff until I reload up the shears. So, yeah, let's put this stuff down here. All right. So I think this is just, I think I'm going to need to move the sheep farm, which is going to be a hassle and a half. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well think out storage a little better. And have multiple shulker boxes a little more easily accessible. I don't know. Then where am I gonna put the honey farm in here? So I think if I were coming down from, so well, here, let me go up to the basement, the main basement level. Now this level is going to have dungeons and storage and, oh, it might well be worth making, like, I was kind of thinking of having sort of a side entrance into the dungeon, so people don't, people going to the dungeon don't come down through the nice, pretty things. And I was kind of thinking about putting it in one of the back towers. And what if in the other back tower, I just have sort of a centralized item feed into into a sorter system. In which case, I would want to reorganize this to put all this stuff into an item stream. So instead of having the item feeds going this way up into the shulkers, which I have each one going its own direction, I can put the stuff into a sorter. And I could do similarly with the bees, in which case I would want to figure out where I want to put that. Let's go back up again. Oops, wait a minute. Came out too early. Here we go. So if I wanted to have like the item streams coming up maybe over here into a big, huge sorter system, I could make essentially this band there a sorter system the whole way. For bulk goods. Because one of the things when I was talking with Throwlash about the marketplace, let's come up here. Oh, we need to go out and up further. Where's the doorway? Here's a doorway. And it comes over to some stairs. Let's get further up where we can actually see what's going on here. Yes, I know my own way around my palace. I know, that is highly unusual for Charis to actually know her way around her own base. But, anyways. Oh, and Bex has done some demonstration trees for me. Now, I like, well, let's one topic at a time. So I had Throwlash out here, and we were talking about building a port and a marketplace when I moved my map. A port and a marketplace, and he was looking at, okay, so what things do we have, that we would trade out? If we have trade goods coming in, what would the trade goods going out be? And we're thinking about both the wool and the honey would be a couple of things that could go out. Oh, I almost forgot. I know, I'm so distractible today. I will talk about the trees in a moment. I promise. But looky. Listen carefully here. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Looky, looky, looky. Oops. I need that. No, 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 no. I almost did it again, didn't I? All right, we're going to come up here. We're going to open this up. See, it's Fred too. Aren't we all happy? And I'm keeping him out here where he will be, this side of the palace, he'll be safe from iron golems. And he's all nice and safe in there in a little box, and he won't be in the way of the construction stuff and all. So, yay, we have Fred too. Oh, and I need to get back up on the wall. So, yeah, we were looking at the, the marketplace. And so having the storage stuff on that side makes sense. And then Bex came over and she made some trees for me as sort of demo trees. Oh, that one hasn't any leaves. But these are as easy as the acacia, which I've already got mastered down below. These are a type of palm tree. And so I think those are going to be easy. Now this one is a giant Joshua tree. And I love it, but not right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make 2 of these on either side back there, and I need to sleep. But anyways, and we've got this beautiful tree here, this huge tree with the canopy, and I might actually leave this one here, but I might make its canopy even bigger. I mean, now that she's given me enough to work with so I can kind of sort of figure out what I'm doing, I can start working on trees on the upper level. Okay, so I can start working on trees on the upper level, and I've got the marketplace laying out, being laid out, and I've got Fred too, and I think I covered everything over on that area. Yeah, I might make the canopy on that one even bigger, but Bex, we ran out of leaves, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of harvesting of leaves. So that all makes sense. If we've got the marketplace and the port there, it makes sense to have then the storage. This is the administrative layer. This is going to have like the administrative offices, the gallery, the public areas. The public areas of the palace are going to be this floor. That floor is going to be the guest level, and that floor up there is going to be the residential area, and then up there is going to be the temple. Yes, but back to the next level down, which has this. So having sorting stuff around for bulk storage. So I want to have like a way up, maybe over in one of the corners here. If I'm going to design that, and I have no food. Why do I have no food? What did I do with my food? I bet I know where it went. I bet it went into one of the storage chests when I was unloading stuff. Let's see. No food there. Aha! Food. So the thing to do might then, if this is going to be my main farm layer, well, one block up obviously, so I've got room to put the floor here. If this is going to be sort of the layer I put farms at, then I think what I need to do is I need to go ahead and dig it the whole way. Dig this layer out, and then maybe rip this out and move it. I'll probably build the honey farm first to get the bees out of the way before I start hassling. Yeah, wouldn't you probably would just love to see Charis hassling with sheep and bees simultaneously, but I think I can avoid that. Okay, so super big dig. Oh, and let me go back up to this level again, because you may have noticed thanks to a stream with Zach, we got me enough for a beacon, and that beacon is right in the very center. It's all the way down at the bottom, and it goes right up to come out the center of the, here, let me fly out. I did it without, you can see it comes right out the very center of the temple on top. Pretty slick, huh? So which means I'm going to have to maintain that the whole way through. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Okay, but anyway, so enough of that, enough chatter there. I am going to go diggy, 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 because as you know, that's my back. Here we go. As you know, Charis does diggy, diggy. So, big time skip. Well, I have a cleared out space, but I'm not, and I also, so I've done a couple things. I cleared out this level. I decided that this is going to be the chute, this is where the items are going to go up to the storage level. Oh, and the server's restarting. But I kind of made some decisions about items, and I'm kind of thinking, so we're on level 17. I mean, I know it says 16, but that's because the floor isn't in yet. So we're at level 17. There's a level down below. I'm kind of thinking that maybe the thing to do is to have this layer be where the animals or actual farms or whatever are. And make the next, so that's going to be this level on the elevator. Have the lower level be the way to the consolidated item stream. And the higher level be, because I've thought about it, and both of these, one of the things I noticed is that I was essentially completely out of shears. Now I've put a few shears in each one now, but that was completely out. And I am going to need a place for both shears and bottles with the bees. So if I have it so that output, I'll have to take care of this slime. So if I have it so that output goes out, down, down and up, and if I have it so that, I also want to do off switches, I think, so that I can turn the farm off. And I know I turned this wool farm off by going around and taking up the redstone. And that's, actually I wanted to be it. Oh, fuss. Yeah, so I took up the redstone here. And I need a better way to turn that off. And I'm kind of thinking if I have the off switch on the same layer that I have sort of input for, transport stuff. So, I kind of need to lay it out. So I'm going to build the bee farm because it's real easy to change, and have it collecting into chests for now. And then I can work on the feeder stuff for the supplies and the transport stuff out. But I kind of need to know where the feeder line is going to be and how I'm going to do that. And what I might do is I might have sort of a channel that they all can drop into. So I might want to build the farm then, if I make this, say, a 5 wide or something, along here, have a chest so that I've got room for changing that to a dropper thing for dumping stuff, a dropper line to go into the thing. That might work. And in which case, what I should probably do is kind of map it out. And fortunately, I have a wool farm over here that I can use to map that out. And if I go up and look, let's see, this is going to be the storage layer. It's at this level. So if I do kind of a floor pattern similar to this, except not the pretty sandstone, because I'll use something else. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that, but I mean that's down there on a utility level, so I might use polished andesite or whatever. If I do something similar to this, this feeder line is right in the center of a channel. If I did that on the lower level, then the farms could be kind of laid out here. And I mean down there. I made this 3x3 so that I can have glass or walls or whatever I want to have in there, and then a one up on the water channel before. And I might end up doing the walls in between. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But, all right, let me drop back down. So the next step then is to lay it out with wool, is to lay out where I think the farms and the channels and things are going to be. Okay, that gives us another time skip. You know, there might be something to this planning business. Yeah, because I laid this out, and I've got where's Fisty? Here's Fisty. So I've got, sort of the water paths sort of designed along there, and I put out, this is the size of the bee farm. And, I was thinking, okay, so I want to do walkways and all where I could see the bees. I mean, I know this is an industrial area and all, but, And then it occurred to me that in the bee farm, the bees are actually right on top of where the drops would be. So if I wanted this to be as close to where it would go into the water as possible, the bees should be on this side. Okay, so I could have a walkway with glass on top of this, and that would all be fine, but I would be more likely to want to put farms on either side rather than having the path go around. Or do I want the path going around? And see, I left room for I'm sure the redstone and all and the hopper chain doesn't need to be this big, but giving a little space to have an actual walkway and lighting. And so if I have people arriving down here, we arrive down this little platform here. Ta-da! Here I am at the farm layer, and no, I'm not going to see these things. Okay. And I arrive, and the first thing I see is a path going each of those ways. Or do I want to see a path going straight ahead? I think I want to see a path going straight ahead, and then I can have, a little more, I'll want a little more of a plaza here, and the water goes under the plaza here and around this way to go off that way. Obviously, I have to avoid these water streams in it. But I think I would want to come down here, or maybe have both. Maybe have a hallway go that way, a hallway go that way, and a hallway go that way, but a little more plaza here. Okay, let's try this again. I think this is the way to go. I do. I think it's this cyan. Now, I was first looking at that beacon. I thought, oh, that's not going to lay out right. And I thought, well, of course, I mean, the beacon's right in the center of the palace, and this is centered on one side of the palace, so it really makes sense. But I can move that beacon up a level, and then there won't be any pesky beam here. And then I could leave enough room to have a walkway that way if I want. I can have the water going under here and then over to that red, and it goes over to the corner, and then like the bees here. So I could see the bees. Here's the water course. I think that's actually going to work better. And I think, because we're typically going to arrive right here. So, this would be what we see coming out. So we'd see a wall in front of us, but I could do something decorative with that. We've got a pathway here, we have a main path here, because when we leave here and go up, if we've got farms on either side here, if we come along here, we're usually going to be going up to one of those levels over there. So, I thought about what if I put the path closer here for the visual coming down, but then thinking about the visual going back up again, I thought that way. So I think this is where I'm going to put the water courses. Here, so I'll take up all the red, and I'm going to put the bees there. So I'm not actually going to design the water. Oh, and I went ahead and built this platform out a little bit because, well, sandstone's really easy to take up. Anyways, so I'm not going to build the water courses yet because of course that'll also be down and I don't know how I want the walkway to look. But I am going to go ahead and build the bee farm there. And in fact, I think I can probably time lapse it. So, music maestro. Voila! One honey farm. This won't do honeycomb. I'll do another blade to add honeycomb, or I may just use my manual farm upstairs for honeycomb. Yeah, this isn't Zach's design. I changed my mind, and this is Morrissey's honey farm, which I decided because it would be a variable number of bees, and I don't actually know why I selected this, but I did. So there. Anyways, it does seem to be a good design. Where's Fisty? There's Fisty. Oops, Fisty has an axe. Fisty doesn't need an axe. So, oop, it's gathering honey. And I can breed up some more bees too, because I can have excess bees. I have bred a few bees, so not quite. Oh, there's a few baby bees in there. But basically what this does is this has an item filter to only accept honey bottles into the chest, And the minecart itself, I don't think we're going to be able to catch the minecart. Well, maybe we can. The next time it comes up, let's see if I can catch it real quick. Especially if it has some honey and stops. Ah! Ah, missed it. But anyways, it also has some filters in it, so it will only collect honey bottles, so that it won't collect the empty bottles. Let me climb up here. And the reason for closing everything in is to try and keep slimes out of it. So we have empty bottles in these that it dispenses, and when it goes by down below, it'll only take honey because of the filter in the hopper minecart. I had to fix that a couple of times. Yeah, that's it. It seems to work, and we have, and notice in my subtitles down there on the right, bee buzzes happily. So I have happy bees. Yes, happy bees. Despite the earlier cries of tyranny, these are happily tyrannized bees. Yes. Anyways, I've put up on top. I've put some hoppers. They're covered up at the moment to keep stuff from falling into them. Hoppers. Well, you can see them there to feed into the dispensers for glass bottles. And I'll put some sort of system up above in order to on the floor above, but I haven't cleared out the floor above. Here, I'll show you. Let's see, the floor above is 27. Here we go. One floor up. See, I haven't cleared this out yet. So the thing for putting bottles in will be up here, and it will feed down into this farm. But right now I just have that shelf along the back so I can put stuff in manually. Yeah, ooh, we'll watch that one when the minecart goes by. Poof! So the activator rails, the way I gather it is the activator rails across the top. The activator rails here, as the minecart goes by, it attempts to harvest honey from the thing. Then when it goes by underneath, it attempts to collect the honey that it harvests. So I think that's pretty slick, and it's got kind of a cute little click, click, click. Not just the whoosh, whoosh, whoosh of the minecart, but a click, 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 click. And I kind of like that. It'll probably drive me batty. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna, yeah, and it's doing fine considering it hasn't been very long. So let's go up to the upstairs farm, and I'll show you I'll show you the manual farm and what I'm going to do with the honeycomb, and maybe I won't build a blade down here for honeycomb, or maybe I will, and I need to go attack this slime. Anyways, time skip. There appears to be a large dirt pile in my garden. Why is there a large dirt pile in my garden? I am going to have to check out on Discord or something and see if any of my server mates know what's going on with this. So I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason for a perfectly logical reason. I mean, people around here do things. It's sort of similar to Iceland Queen's shop in the Mooshville, but I don't know. Anyway, bees. I was here to talk about bees. So we've got and we've got some ready to harvest here. This is probably enough for, well, oh, I should take the honey stuff downstairs while I'm at it. This is probably enough for my honeycomb needs right now, since I don't even know what I'm going to use honeycomb for, other than I used it to make the bee boxes for downstairs. I don't know. I might breed up a few more bees too. Oh, I have flowers. Bees. I need to click on bees. I can't click on bees. You know, maybe this hasn't been loaded since the last time I bred bees. Oh, there we go, bees. We can have a few more bees. Anyways, oh, and I'll put that back there. Oh, and there's more to do. The tyranny of being a farmer. There's always work to be done. Ooh, very good. But anyways, that's probably enough. That's enough for my needs until I can figure out what I want to use it for. I mean, don't you think? Yeah, that should be enough. But ooh, and there's more to harvest yet. So let's see. We've made progress on the palace. We did the palace, the initial basement floor layer, and we started down at the farm layer and got a honey farm, not a bee farm, a honey farm. It doesn't make excess bees; it makes excess honey. And we've got this here, and hey bee, I don't suppose you guys. I mean, that's not like a wasp's nest or something, is it? You guys didn't make a bee. Anyway, I think so. That's productive. That's probably enough for this episode here. I am going to call it here. So until next time, peeps. Bye. And thank you for watching. Oh, there we are. Thank you for watching.